Previously, we witnessed a profound act of faith on Mount Moriah, where Abraham obeyed God, and Isaac's life was spared. Time has passed. Sarah, Isaac's mother, has died at age 127. Isaac is unmarried, and the covenant God made with Abraham must continue through him. Now, a new chapter begins, a story of love, obedience, and divine guidance. Abraham, knowing his time was short, summoned his faithful servant, Eliezer. He turns to Eliezer, his eyes filled with determination. "Swear to me that you will not find a wife for my son among the Canaanites. Go to my homeland and bring back a wife for Isaac." Eliezer vowed to honor Abraham's wish, trusting that the Lord would lead him. With 10 camels and gifts in tow, the servant journeyed to the city of Nahor. Upon arriving at a well outside the city at evening, Eliezer prayed, "O Lord, God of my master Abraham, let the young woman who offers me and my camels a drink be the one you have appointed for Isaac." Before the servant finished praying, a young woman named Rebekah arrived. She was the granddaughter of Abraham's brother Nahor. Rebekah offers Eliezer a drink of water. "Drink, my lord, and I will also draw for your camels." Amazed, the servant watched silently. God had answered swiftly. Then, as a sign of gratitude and recognition, the servant gave Rebekah a gold nose ring and 2 gold bracelets for her wrists, gifts of honor for the woman God had chosen. Rebekah ran home to tell her family everything. When her brother Laban saw the gold nose ring and bracelets on her arms and heard her words, he hurried out to invite Eliezer to their home. Seeing the servant's wealth and hearing of the Lord's hand in the encounter, Laban welcomed Eliezer with honor, offering hospitality not just to him, but to all who traveled with him. After hearing Eliezer's words, Rebekah's family knew this was more than coincidence. It was divine appointment. They agreed to the marriage. The next morning they asked Rebekah, "Will you go with this man?" Rebekah responds with resolute grace, "I will go." Without hesitation, Rebekah chose obedience over comfort, faith over familiarity. She rose, prepared her things, and set out with the servant, her nurse, and her maids. Meanwhile, Isaac had gone out into the field one evening to meditate. Alone, he walked, reflecting on his mother Sarah, on the promises of God, and on the future. Isaac lifts his eyes. Across the field, he sees the caravan approaching in the distance. Rebekah, atop one of the camels, lifts her eyes, sees him, and senses something sacred. She then quickly veils herself out of respect. Eliezer tells Isaac all that happened. Isaac welcomed her into his mother Sarah's tent, a place of legacy and love. There, he made her his wife. He loved her. Rebekah and Isaac's story shows us that God is deeply involved in our relationships when we trust Him. Faith, prayer, and obedience are timeless principles. Whether crossing deserts or navigating modern life, God's timing and guidance still matter. If you're waiting, praying, or unsure, take heart and trust God. What will you say when God calls? Subscribe to ChronoBible Tales for more timeless Bible stories that speak to today's challenges. Share this story with someone seeking God's direction.